What years did you start with the commission, and what was your job title? What did you do?
The commission, well, I started in 60...
2 or 3?
About 62, I guess. I was in speech pathology working over in Indiana, and about that time, Russia kicked up, and there was all kind of talk about closing the bridge the minute something happened, and my supervisor and I from the schools in Indiana, we were going to a convention in New York and from all over the country, and we went up on a train. We had a little room, 2 bunks in there, and it was just so pleasant. And I thought, hey, this is not a really bad job. It's just all this war rumor at that time. And I got up there and ran slap dab into a fellow named John Schwab. John Schwab was sort of the beginner of speech pathology in the commission.
Oh, nice.
And John, I had met John at a meeting for speech pathologists. And so John nabbed me and he said, "Are you ready to come to the commission?" And I said, "Oh, I wish you wouldn't have asked. I like the job I have, but with all this war talk, I think I'd rather be on the other side of the river." So I did then cross. I took the job, and that started me with my affiliation with the rehab center down at General Hospital and the commission.
What was the commission called then? Do you remember?
Commission for Handicapped Children.
Okay.
Yeah. And see, actually, I don't know if you knew this, but there's a wonderful picture of Marion Williamson. Miss Williamson was the one who started the commission. And there's a picture, it was around 1917, 18, somewhere there. She was what did they call them? Frontier nurse. And she used to travel the train up to eastern Kentucky, and she would then travel with nurses up through the hills and do whatever service they could do. And she got the idea that, they wanted to go beyond the nursing treatment to physical therapy, not physical therapy, but to physicians.
Okay.
And so they started boating the children from, where was it? The
Eastern Kentucky.
it was the H-town.
Hazard.
No.
Hardin? No.
Hardin County.
Maybe it is Hazard. But anyway, it was one of those H-towns, and she had gone up the hill and was treating children, and then they got the idea that they were going to bring them to Louisville on flatboats. So Marion Williamson was one of the nurses who kind of encouraged that, and they would bundle these kids up and bring them down, children who needed surgery for cleft lip and palate or leg problems or whatever.
And they lived there at the hospital on Eastern Parkway for a while they were being treated at that time?
Well, I don't know where they stayed. They may have stayed at the hospital. They may have just boarded at a hotel that was there. But she used to then go up into those hills, find those children, get the parents' permission. Occasionally a parent would go along, and then they would have those children come down on the flatboats to Lexington, and from Lexington to Louisville to Cosaire, where they were doing some surgeries.
Wow.
Excuse me.